Hello and welcome to Culture, where we're asking if graffiti is art or vandalism. In Sao Paulo, the answer is clear as an official street art exhibition. But international graffiti artists invited to take part didn't stop there. They also indulged their passion to brighten some of the bleakest corners of South America's biggest city.
An abandoned factory in Sao Paulo. For graffiti artists, it's not an eyesore. It's a canvas, an urban opportunity to let loose with spray cans and imagination. Taking over the spot for one day, they treat this as a tribal get-together, a chance for this group of artists from around the world to show off what inspires them. And to feel the vibe in Sao Paulo, a dynamic city which lends itself to this form of expression that has its roots in New York subways from the 1970s.
There's a lot of people in Sao Paulo doing everything. Legal stuff, illegal, commercial, anarchist. There's everything here.
The artists have been invited to take part in Sao Paulo's first Biennial of Graffiti Fine Art, a showing in a city museum that argues that maybe now it's time to take graffiti as serious art.
That's maybe why it's an art form, because after 40 years starting in New York and everything, it still get people upset, and it's still getting people to think.
The organisers of the exhibit hope to replicate its success in other cities around the world, getting painters to show that the street too can be home to pop art.
And not one work here doesn't bring you a special emotion or something that you like, wow, this person is so talented. That's art, and that's graffiti fine art.
Unlike most artworks, though, graffiti doesn't last forever. Most of these works will be painted over. The walls will become blank again, ready for new spray cans.
Well, we're going to turn our attentions now to music, and our music critic Amobe Mevegue is here to bring us the very best of international musical trends. Hello. Now, we're going to start with Regis Cole, a native son from Benin in Western Africa. He's a fan of soul music.
Absolutely. He was born in France, grew up in Benin, in Gabon, and he was used to listening to Motown music, especially from the Jackson 5 and Michael especially, and of course African roots music and pop music such as Fela Nicolas Pokuti, I would say, also talking about Angelique Kidjo. In 1994, he created his own band that he called Estima Capella, a quartet, who made opening concerts for famous artists internationally known. I'm talking about Fred Wesley, ex-partner from the GBs, you remember, James Brown, and more recently making concert at the Olympia Theatre for Al Jarreau. And according to his best friend, they call him Mr. Melody Maker. He's a real entertainer as a songwriter, making his own songs. He's deeply rooted to soul music. Let's watch now his brand new video, Mr. Cole Regis.
I wish you love, life, and happiness. Au nom de tous les souvenirs qui nous restent, je souhaite l'amour et la sagesse pour ne pas refaire une autre erreur de jeunesse. I wish you love, and happiness. Au nom de tous les souvenirs qui nous restent, je souhaite l'amour et la sagesse, et que personne ne te jette comme un Kleenex. I wish you love.
That was the latest video from Regis Cole. Is he playing anywhere
Yeah,
soon?
if you have the chance to be in Paris, don't miss his next performance on the 18th of September at La Seine-Bastille. Will be very, very hot. I mean.
Okay, well, let's talk about Kellylee Evans. She's a jazz and soul diva whose new album is an extraordinary tribute to Nina Simone.
Absolutely. Her voice is swinging from jazz to pop soul. Kellylee, third album just released, and as you said, is a tribute to absolute icon Nina Simone, who was the first black concert pianist of all time in America, I'm sorry, as an Afro-American, and she passed away in 2003. And this album is a sort of a revival of this period of time where people were experiencing the discrimination, and she is now making a lot of cover songs from famous artists such as Nat King Cole, but in this album a tribute also to her mother, who gave her the passion of soul music. Kellylee Evans, who is a native Jamaican living now in Canada, is very proud of this new album, the third of her young career. Let's watch now, let's have a listen of her last song, Kellylee Evans, Back to Roots.
Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies are having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace one day it's done, that's what I mean. And this whole world is a new world, and a whole world.
That was a sweet tribute to Nina Simone. Who else did she cover?
Jacques Brel, Ne me quitte pas, famous, very famous song. Porgy and Bess from George Gershwin, many other artists.
A wide range of different music.
Absolutely,
styles.
she's very open, talking about her influence, musical influence from soul to even pop R&B of nowadays. Sure that she's listening also to young artists of nowadays, Beyonce, not for sure, but I would say Alicia Keys maybe.
Okay, now we're going to conclude this trip. I mean, we've just talked about Kellylee Evans there. She obviously draws her influence from a wide variety of music, but this next band, Pepper Islands, their new album, that kind of mixes a whole different set of genres, you know, from, you know, pop to rock to merengue.
To merengue, so yeah, they give us a real patchwork of music, and they're crossing generations, and they're also making a lot of song covered from many different artists. I was talking about Nat King Cole and Billie Holiday, and they really, it's a sound of retro back to the early 50s, and the video is very, very, very trendy. Let's watch them now. Brand new video also for Pepper Island now on France24.
Don't call me anymore, wicked boy. See you later, girl. Wicked boy, leave me alone. Wicked boy, keep your butt in your pockets. Wicked boy, we don't say less. Wicked boy, I pray for you. Wicked boy, God bless you. Wicked boy.
So I guess quite a lot of our artists are looking to the past to bring us new music today.
Yeah, I think that there's a new revival of oldies but goodies, taking old songs to make new songs, and it sounds to be a new trend here. If you listen to, I heard that Chic and Kool and the Gang are back on the roads and here in Europe, touring everywhere, and that's a good piece of news for all the fans of the 70s and
I
80s.
like that. Oldies but goodies. On that note, thank you very much.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Mevegue taking us through the latest musical trends. Do stay with us, though, here on France24. We'll have the latest news headlines in just a couple of minutes' time.
French agriculture is in crisis. Like the milk industry, the fruit and vegetable sector is in trouble.
What can you do? We can't keep getting into debt. We can't go on.
The farmers have had enough. Rather than produce at a loss, they're tearing up their orchards.
I can't go on. I think this will be the last year.
We shared the everyday lives of these farmers who can no longer make a living. Reporters, today, 1:40 p.m. Paris time on France 24. France24 get at the heart of international current affairs live on your iPad. The France24 app is an information platform in 3 languages. It's innovative, free and simple to install. Thanks to this revolutionary geolocation tool, you'll never miss what's going on in your region. Make the most of our original content with France24's video on demand. All the stories, reports, debates and interviews. With France24 on the iPad, get all the international news whenever and wherever you want.